Driving through Cocorite in the island of Trinidad, part of the tourist attraction is murder scenes. So right here I'm passing by a whole murder scene where somebody was killed, a male. A black car, according to reports, stopped, 2 men came out, shot him and left. Police believe is a case of mistaken identity. Wrong place, wrong time.
A South Trinidad businesswoman was shot and killed on Saturday morning while leaving her San Fernando home. TTT News understands that at around 8:30 a.m., 43-year-old Alison De Leon, owner of De Leon Bananas Limited, left her Ginjul Drive, Duncan Village, San Fernando home in a black SUV when she was stopped by a white 80 wagon a short distance from her home. Residents reported hearing gunshots and upon investigation discovered De Leon dead in the driver's seat. Officers from the TTPS Southern Division are continuing investigations.
The Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago has a candidate who is pushing for Second Amendment rights in the country. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, your NRA certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfarmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below, and if you like channel, like content, and what I do, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. And once again, comments on gun-related channels can be removed without notice. If I remove your comment, I will tell you I did it. Also, check. And once again, merch is available for the support of this channel. There will be a link in the description box. It sends you to the video, tells you how you can purchase. And I appreciate every one of you who get involved. Let's talk about this. There is a candidate in Trinidad and Tobago, the opposition party. Her name is Kamla Persad Besasar. She's the opposition leader in the government, and she is campaigning on the right of self-defense, which is a positive thing. I want to consider this part of the Trump effect. It's kind of interesting that you're seeing leaders and people running for offices in other countries taking more right-wing stances on social and political issues. But let me bring you into here. Trinidad and Tobago opposition leader pushes for right of self-defense. The leader of the political opposition in the Caribbean island nation of Trinidad and Tobago is pushing for the rights of citizens to defend themselves with arms. As part of her campaign, she is supporting the rights of citizens to stand their ground and to keep and carry firearms for defense of themselves and others. God bless her. Trinidad and Tobago is a small nation just off the coast of Venezuela. As Venezuela has descended into a dysfunctional society created by a leftist government, refugees and criminal gangs are creating significant problems in Trinidad and Tobago. Kamla Persad Besasar is the opposition leader in the government of Trinidad and Tobago. She is the leader of the United National Congress Party and mother, and has supported citizens' rights to defend themselves against criminals in the past. She then recommitted herself to bringing stand your ground laws as well as legislation on the right to bear arms to give citizens a fighting chance against criminals. Common sense. We know what stand your ground laws are. Basically, you do not have a duty to retreat. You can't stand your ground. But in her almost hour-long speech, Persad Besasar said, "I was told only yesterday morning, in addition to the prosecutors not wanting to go to work because of the fear, they are now being told that certain judicial officers are under threat from criminal elements." And she's talking about a murder here, which basically led her to this. But on Hector's murder, she said criminals were in charge despite this government's claim to the contrary. A UNC government will tackle this case and stand firm against the criminals, she said. This is a good point, as I pointed out earlier. The example of the United States and the Second Amendment are having an effect on other countries. The claims of those who want a disarmed society have been shown to be false. Disarming the law-abiding population does not reduce murder rates. Similarly, disarming the law-abiding population does not reduce suicide rates. You don't need a gun to commit suicide. We've seen it over and over again. As a matter of fact, they just had a vehicle attack in Munich. I think it was yesterday. Once again, I think 28 people were injured. Don't need a gun. I'm going to go ahead and come out of that. There's a great book. It's actually a trilogy. The first one is called Unintended Consequences. And in that book, the author, John Ross, said, "A government that does not trust its people with firearms is a government that doesn't trust its people." And it's as true a statement as it comes. Now we're starting to see other nations step up and say, we're not going to allow our people to be victims. And it's happening more and more across the country. I did a video on, I believe it's Poland, having mandatory training, firearms training for high schoolers. Teaching children firearms safety is the way to reduce gun deaths among children. You get them to understand how lethal these things are. It's not a video game. That's the most important thing, is education. But let's see what happens out there in this island nation, because now many of these island nations are besieged by crime and criminals who tend to run the country and not the government. But I give this lady all accolades, and I hope she's successful in her campaign, which will benefit the law-abiding people of that nation. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time the video goes live. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.